Joe Cordina's opponent on the JoshuaTakam undercard has yet to be named Wales. Joe Cordina says he will take inspiration from his cool friend and legend in the making Anthony Joshua. Cordina, who has confirmed he is switching from super featherweight to lightweight, is a former Olympic Team GB teammate of Joshua's. The Cardiff boxer is on the undercard of Joshua's world heavyweight title defense against Carlos Takam at Cardiff's Principality Stadium. "Hopefully one day I can emulate what he's done," said Cordina. The Welshman also told BBC Sport Wales he hopes to one day be where he is and headline the stadium myself. Cordina and Joshua were part of the Team GB setup at the same time in Sheffield before the 2012 London Olympics, and the Welsh boxer says Joshua has set a perfect example for how to deal with the fame and riches Cordina hopes are heading his way. Anthony Joshua fights Frenchman Carlos Takam in Cardiff on Saturday. "I can really relate to Joshua. I've known him 9 years and we started in the GB squad together," he said. "He's progressed via the same route as me, but I stayed on to do another Olympic cycle, and obviously he's gone on to become a world champion. So for me, he's someone I look up to, and anytime I need advice or to pick his brain, I can always ask him. When I turned pro, I sat with him and picked his brain for a good 2 hours. He's someone I look up to. I don't think about his fame too much. Everyone asks what he is like, but he's just cool man. He hasn't changed the whole time I've known him. Actually, I tell a lie, he's become a bit tighter with his money, but apart from that he's the same person. You're with a legend in the making, but you're chilling with him and acting like you would with your other mates. I look up to him as a fighter and sports person, but I also look at him as a friend. You've got to be yourself around him, and that's how he is with me." New weight for Cordina. Cordina has won all 4 fights since turning professional, but is now turning his back on the super featherweight division on the advice of his strength and conditioning coach. "I started at super featherweight when I first turned pro and I could have made it comfortably. I got to within 1 pound of it," he said. "But as I've been progressing and working with an elite strength and conditioning coach, we are building on explosive power. Naturally I will develop and get a bit bigger and put muscle on. It's the sensible thing to do, rather than drain right down. That is no help in championship rounds. Hopefully, you see a big difference in how I carry the weight from super feather to lightweight." A dream night for 25-year-old Cordina, who grew up watching Joe Cordina twice fight at the National Stadium of Wales, against Peter Manfredo Jr. and Mikel Kessler. The thought of treading in the same steps is anything but daunting. A favorable ring walk time will see Cordina performing in front of in excess of the 50,000 who watched Cordina face Kessler, and Cordina says that would be a dream come true. "When we held the first press conference, Eddie Hearn, promoter, asked when I would be on, and we joked about it, but he told me I would have a good slot, with close to a full house. Within 5 fights I could fight in front of a nearly full stadium. People ask about the pressure, but I don't think of that. It is a dream of mine. It adds a boost, gives me a lift in there. Imagine 70,000 people screaming every time you land a shot. Of course it is a dream of mine. I have always wanted to fight there. It has come earlier than I expected though." Find out how to get into boxing with our special guide.